Alright, folks, it's another day on the sandwich diet. And right now I'm hitting at about 56 calories burnt on the watch. I decided to put it on today as soon as I got up. So yesterday I didn't break 200 calories burnt because I put the watch on about midday, about lunchtime, and started to walk thinking, oh, this is going to be easy to just walk off all these 500 calories against this watch. Apparently it's not as easy as you think, because this watch does not move or measure anything while you're driving, that's for sure. I've been looking at that same 56 calories since I left the house this morning. And my daily routine's a little bit more of a struggle than most would think. My son, he's 30 years old. His care is totally dependent on me. He's got those special needs from autism and other things going on. So I have to dress two people in the morning, him and myself. Bathe him, get him ready, feed him, give him his medications. So I'm constantly running back and forth in the house all morning. So yes, I definitely burn off those 56 calories and probably then some. So I guess I should have been wearing this all along. I would like to get to the point where I could actually walk off the at least the steps, at least all of the steps, the 10,000 steps in a day. So I may just, start letting it count the daily activity throughout the day. And we'll see where it ends at the end of the day as well in this video. Today's going to be an interesting day. Sorry about that. I had a phone call. Like I was saying, today is going to be a bit of an interesting day for me. Once again, my plans got changed because of circumstances that's going on within my life right now. Normally my wife, she does my mother through the week, but today my sister is decided to spend the day with my mother, which I love that they get time together and stuff like that. She works hard. She works in as a nursing assistant, so her days with mom can be hit and miss. So she gets paid my wife gets paid regardless of time missed or whatever, so that's always a helpful thing. But daily routine once again, getting my coffee. Oh yeah, so yeah, I can. So with all of that going on, a lot of texting going on. With all of that going on right now, we're not going to be as tied up as we usually are, me and the wife. So get to go to my favorite place that I used to do a 1 meal a day at. Used to do it later in the afternoon, so I might get that in later this afternoon. And it was always a sustaining meal, and took me over into the night. I got a chicken fajita, or a mixed fajita, or whatever I wanted today. I'll get the chick fajita because this is alternate day fajita, I guess. But yeah, I've done some research into it all, and they have the corn tortillas there. If you get the corn tortillas, you cut down the calories considerably compared to the flour tortilla. So I'm gonna get the corn tortillas, and yeah, I'll munch down on some of that chicken fajita today. All right, so I'm back at it, walking in the house again. And as of right now, I have burned up 76 calories total. Did have to go outside for a minute. Walked around out there as much as I could while I was letting the dog do his thing. He had to go out for the bathroom. So, like I said, I got my daughter in the house, so I am not gonna be outside in case she needs something. Also autistic, so yeah, I got my work cut out for me. But I have help from family members and friends with that situation when I gotta go in between kids, because now that she has turned adult, she's home permanently, so it's no longer in the school system, so don't have that to rely on to help me out. Now I realize I did not turn on my wireless microphone, so let me fix that real quick. All right, it is on. So yeah, needless to say, it's a challenging lifestyle for me. Thing of it is now that I got all these extra opportunities, I don't have to be on the road quite as much as I was before. I could use the extra time that I have on my hands to go do food reviews and be able to do more of them in a day, which will be awesome because they generate me lots of views compared to my diet talking and stuff. Funny thing about that is going back to those specific diets, if I was to do what I do and use the carnivore diet, for instance, I could definitely make some views off of that. I could make some views off of that alone. I see people start from nothing all the time and their channels surpass me just because they talk about that specific diet alone. Imagine if I was to apply all of my methods and eat nothing but a carnivore lifestyle. I'd be the carnivore king. But you know, hey man, I could do it, but it would be dishonest. It would be dishonest because I wouldn't stick with it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I would not stick with it. And then I'd be like a lot of other channels. I'd be trapped in a situation where, hey, look, it's Latchkey Carnivore. He hasn't posted in a while because. Here's the bread and butter of the bone. It's not sustainable forever. It's a good diet, you know, if you want to have some quick weight loss results, you know, to be on for a minute. People claim that they feel less hungry doing that type of diet, and I get it, you know, but I've done it. I've done it. Listen. I am 53 years old. Don't think high protein diets didn't exist in the 70s. People were eating nothing but meats. I remember my sister, my mother, because they're all older than me, of course, doing high protein diets, you know, where they're eating nothing but beef. Happened all the time. This is not new stuff. Except for maybe the name changes. I mean, seriously, they should consider changing the name of the carnivore diet, in my opinion, because every carnivore I ever seen hunts down, kills its food, and eats it raw. Just saying. But, you know, it's a good diet. I've tried it, and it works. But you spend a lot of time on that diet fasting, just like you do any other diet. I mean, how it would just be dishonest for me to do it. And there's some people out there that want me to do it. But I know I would not. I would not stay on it for the long haul. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. And I don't want to make that the topic of choice for the rest of my life, for sure. But yeah, I totally could do it. I totally could do it, and I'd get all kind of people, and then what I'd do is I'd switch back to doing food reviews once I was lost all the weight that I wanted to and stuff, and I'd be losing subscribers left and right. So yeah, we'll stick with the calories and the fasting talk, because that is definitely a safe space for me within the eating community that I deal with, which is the fast food community, the foodie community. Scale results are going great, guys. It's going good, man. That little bit of extra walking paid off yesterday. So a late OMAD today is really gonna pay off. It's gonna be beneficial to me on that scale coming up Sunday. It's coming up fast. It's already Thursday. How many calories did I burn now? Ooh, I'm up to 88. I might actually get 100 in today. Before I get done walking, or before my legs and everything gets to aching and stuff. I wish I could go outside. I feel crazy walking this circle, but hey, some movement is better than nothing. And I'm going by Kayla Cox method. I told you about her yesterday, 6 miles to supper. If you've never checked her out, go check her channel out. She got a lot to say about everything I'm doing and stuff like that. Here comes my daughter. What is it? What you need?
What is it?
All right, so I'm back to walking. We got it to 93 calories burnt so far. So, hey, I'm happy about it. We'll take what we can get. That's extra calories, 100 calories that I could tolerate eating today, right? Not to mention the fact you burn them while you sleep, even while you're sitting still. Even though this watch does not measure for that part of things, it does measure some kind of sleep study. But yeah, I just got off the phone with the wife, fixed my daughter's tablet, got it working again. Life as a dad. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But I love it. I wouldn't have it no other way, to be honest with you. There's a lot of other things I could be worried about as far as my kids are concerned, and the things that they are dealing with and we have to deal with them. I see I have had a lot of people in the family that kids wound up in that didn't have any kind of physical or mental handicaps, that wound up in much worse shape than my kids are right now. So I count my blessings where I can have them. So yeah, I think that would be worse. At least I know what to expect on a daily basis from what I got to deal with. God doesn't throw anything on you that you can't handle, so I can definitely handle it. What I can't handle is this weight. I got to be better prepared to be with them. So here we go. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna continue my food reviews. I'm just gonna be a little more calorie conscious. Get a little more water instead of the sodas. the hydration thing, drinking the more water and stuff, is really helping me to not eat as much as often. Like I said, maybe I did not realize how dehydrated I actually was. I used to drink Diet Pepsi from sun up to sun down without even touching the first drop of water. Is how bad I was. So, man, that's made a difference. I mean, a big difference in my ability to go longer periods of time without food. Just the water alone has done that. I don't overdo it. I drink about 2 quarts of those a day, and I got those little bottled waters that we get to mix the electrolytes in. I drink about 2 of those a day. I'll be drinking my first one of them very soon. Once, anytime now, because we are at 101 calories burnt. Woohoo! Yeah, so putting on the watch actually did help a lot, you know. So I'm going to continue to walk and burn. Well, we're up to 102 now, so it's happening. All right, I'll talk to y'all again in a little while. I probably, unless I think of something else to say, which I probably will. But if I don't, I will see y'all for the chicken fajita, the chicken stir fry. Man, I'm looking forward to that. I love that sizzle when they bring it out. All right, so I've already had the chicken fajita for today. Went there, me and Janice, and I got it with the flour tortillas. And the reason I did was because we got there about 12:30, around lunchtime. I was done eating and out of there by 1 o'clock, by 1 p.m. It is now 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon, and yeah, a good 30 or 40 minutes have already went by since I've eaten. Did not expect this today. Unexpected surprise. If I wanted to do a food review right now, I could easily squeeze in time for one. And believe me, there's food out there that I need to get to. I know. People are dying to see me do that Jersey Mike's new spicy chicken sandwich thingy out there. But I'm not going to do that today, because this is supposed to be my alternate day. Alternate day. Well, instead of that, what we'll get instead is an early time restricted day. And I wish I could focus on this kind of schedule on a consistent basis. But the people in my life are so scattered from me right now. Like my wife is scattered from me a lot of days until the evening, making it a little bit harder to have that, quality time, that bonding time, that I like to have. She likes to have, eating together, that type of thing. So I try to save some time for that. But today was perfect. That worked out great. I won't eat anything else today. The scale is already looking phenomenal. And I feel like after that meal, I wish I could have that meal more often, because that meal right there is what I lost a considerable amount of weight eating on a consistent basis before. That fajita is nothing basically but a huge salad. It's like a stir fry and a salad combined. And if I didn't eat the tortillas, that's exactly what it would be. But hey, I splurged today because early time restricted feeding. So I'm gonna do well with more than 16-hour fast right now. I am stuffed off of that, satisfied. I'm gonna cut this back on and tell you my hunger level by the time 4:30 p.m. rolls around. Show you real quick. Oh, you can see that it's 1:43 p.m. in the afternoon now. So about 4 or 5 o'clock. I'm gonna come back on here and I'm gonna just tell you how my hunger satiety is, because it has been said that, you know, certain diets perform, you know, hunger levels a lot longer than others. But for me, a meal like that, from what I can remember, sustains me for a very long time. Very long time. I guess every individual is different. Certain diets like that don't sustain me hunger-wise very long. I don't know why. I'm built different. Maybe my blood type's different. Who knows? I'm a big 6'3" guy. Maybe I get hungry faster. I don't know. Everybody's different, built different. But yeah, I'm gonna let you know how hunger satisfied I am in a few hours. All right, as you can see there, it is 4:49 in the afternoon. Not quite 5 o'clock yet, but a lot of hours have went by. So I said I would start to video when I start to feel hungry again, or how satisfied I was off of that one meal. And so I won't lie to you. I'm not exactly what you would call 100% starving to death. Like, I know it is about that time of the day where generally I eat something, so that kind of, you know, sets in. But it's not what I would call pure hunger either. Like, I could definitely go a lot longer off of the meal I had 3.5 hours ago, for sure. We have an old saying here in the South, you know, when we have these, when it's like this, when you're not really exactly hungry to the point where you know you need to eat something. Like, just for instance, you know, if somebody asks, you know, like, you'll hook up with a friend or a girlfriend or a wife or a husband or whatever your case may be, and they say, and they haven't eaten nothing, and they're starving to death, and they're like, "Oh, I'm hungry. How about you?" And you respond in kind here in the South with, "Well, I could eat something." You're not exactly claiming, you know, that you're hungry to the point where you have to eat, or you could, you know, wait it out either way. You know, it's kind of what that means. That's how I feel right now. Well, I could eat something, but I don't have to, you know. The not going to part is by choice. And I think with all diets, that's where you come into the fasting part. You know, every one of us know this is the part where weight loss occurs. The longer you can abstain away from food, when your body gets into that fasted state and it starts eating into itself, that's when you know the weight loss is occurring. And if we're wanting it bad enough, that's what we're going to let happen. It doesn't matter what diet you're on. That meal was chicken, and yeah, it's the nightshade vegetables. You know, it's got a lot of onions and tomato and bell pepper, you know, stir fried with the chicken, with whatever seasonings they use. You know, it's a big high protein meal. Not to mention the fact they serve it with refried beans. Get a side of refried beans and like their version of a tossed salad, you know, with some guacamole, a little bit tiny dollop of sour cream in there. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty high protein meal, along with some fibrous vegetable. You're getting the protein and the fiber together, so yeah, it's going to sustain your hunger for a long time. I mean, really long time. Not to mention the fact I did eat the 2 shells, you know, but yeah, I'm starting to feel slightly hungry, you know. Not starving hungry, not the point where I have to eat hungry, but slightly there. And a lot of it could just be in my head because, you know, it's that time of day where, you know, you're used to eating something. The more weight you lose, the more your stomach shrinks, and the less food it takes to fill you up. I'm not to that point yet. I am trying to get to that point. And the only way to get to that point is to stay away from food for periods of time in order to get used to it. You got to have the willpower to do it. So that's what I'm practicing right now, my willpower. Same as everybody else on every other diet out there. Like I said, it's looking good on that scale. I got good results to show you Sunday one way or another. Not too worried about it. Yeah, let's just keep pushing forward. Proof will be in the pudding at the end of the day. Alright, folks, that's all I have for this video. So, before I go, well, I burnt like 163 calories. That's more than yesterday. I haven't got to pick up any walking again yet. I'm on my way to the trash dump now to throw away some garbage. But anyway, that's all I got for this video, folks. So until the next one, you folks have a good one.